Hey crossword fans! Today we're going to be solving the New York Times crossword for Monday, June 14th, 2021. Alright, let's get started. One across fills with wonderment. I wonder if that could be Oz. The clue and the answer have to match tenses, so that's why it's fills in the present tense and Oz in the present tense. Alright, let's build off answers we already have here. Something you can always count on. I have a feeling that this is a little bit of a, I don't want to say misdirection, but it almost is wordplay here. Because it's not just something that's really reliable. I think they're specifically asking for something you can literally count on. And I think that's going to be an abacus, that old-fashioned counting device with the beads. 1960s dance craze. I'm not sure what this is. Let's see if we can get some crossing help here. The blank of one's existence. The bane of one's existence. Abbreviation for routing of mail. Maybe that's attention? Like if someone's getting the letter on your behalf, you'd put attention. I still have no idea what this is. I think dances from the 1960s are the bane of my existence. Blank the Force Luke. Use the Force Luke. That's Obi-Wan, right? Blank Madre Western Range. I think that's a mountain range. I think that's the Sierra Madre. Oh, is it the Watusi? You know, I think I know this dance only because there's this old Halloween song by Zachary, and in that song he talks about a witch that's doing the Watusi. And I never knew what it was, but I guess it's a dance. I mean, I figured it was a dance, but that must be what this is. I still have no idea what it looks like, and I don't really know how to spell it. I'm going to guess it's a U. Watusi. Main dish is an entree, yeah. And then what do we have here? Email button. That should be send. So what is this? Food for Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey, right? Before she got scared by the spider. Okay, so I think we spelled Watusi right. Rocker Ocasek of the Cars. Oof, yeah, musical clues are not my forte. We're gonna need help on that one. Actress blank Jessica Parker. Yep, that's Sarah Jessica Parker. I just watched Flight of the Navigator again, and she's like a little baby in that. It's so funny. Okay, drink in a tavern. I guess that could be ale. 1836 site to remember. They always tell you to remember the Alamo, right? It's unusual to have this article here, the word the, but in this one, it's kind of borderline. I think it's kind of okay. Science fiction pioneer Jules, that's Jules Verne. Rating for Supergirl or Gilmore Girls. I mean, they're not kid shows, but they're not like super mature either. I'm gonna guess it's TV PG maybe. Get wind of could be hear. Could hear of something if you get wind of it. Spooky sounding lake. I guess that's Lake Erie, right? It sounds like it's haunted a little bit. Let's just make sure we have the downs correct here. Stamp on an invoice is paid, yes. And then there should be an E increased as the pot. I guess like in a poker game. Could be grew, yeah. Hem and blank. That should be hem and haw. Withdraw formally. It's not resign. Interesting. I would want it to be resign. Mom of Princes William and Harry. So in this clue, they're just giving you the first names of these two people. And so that means in the answer that they're going to want just the first name of the person in the answer also. That's just a little clue. And that's interesting because that should be Diana, right? That's weird. And it doesn't fit. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's her nickname because she was called Lady Di sometimes, right? That's very weird. I would want them to like give you a clue that it was a nickname kind of in the clue, because this makes me think it should just be her first name. Very interesting. I guess we can put way back in. Format for old computer games. Floppy disk? That's what I would want it to be. Prop for a painter? This is not like a prop that you would use in like a theater production. This is literally something that's propping up the artwork that the artist is working on, which is going to be an easel. That's another little bit of misdirection there. Piece of the pie, that should be a slice. Another kind of, you know, they're making you think, oh, it's like the figurative piece of the pie, like you get your fair share, but no, they're looking for the literal, what is a piece of pie called? This is pretty tricky for a Monday. I'm kind of liking this one. Withdraw formally. I still don't really know what this is. Is it secede? Like a country would, or a part of a country? Wow, okay. So this is CD-ROM. Okay, not quite as old as floppy disk. Okay. Home of Tel Aviv abbreviated. That's Israel, yeah. They just had their kind of new leader, not really elected, right? But just sort of a deal was made for a new leader, yeah. Okay, bigwig hired by a board. That's the chief executive officer, yeah. I think also in this one, because they use the word bigwig, which is kind of informal language, it's an indication that the answer should sort of be informal. So that kind of gives you a clue that it can be an abbreviation instead of like a full term like this. Street frequented by Freddy Krueger. Yeah, that is definitely Elm Street. You don't want to fall asleep on Elm Street. Okay. Oh, increases as the pot. Interesting. Increased as the pot. This is past tense. This is present tense, right? Increases as the pot. And I think this is a verb. I think it's going to be like adds to, like a person increases the pot. Very tricky there too. Freebies at a corporate event, I think is going to be swag. Field for many Silicon Valley jobs. That should just be tech, I think, right? Shipment from Alaska's North Slope. I don't know. Is it oil? They have oil in Alaska. Chinese dissident artist. Oh. What's his first name? Oh, man. Because he designed, like, the Olympic Stadium, didn't he, for the Olympics? Yeah, I'm gonna blank on it. I don't think I can remember what it is. We're gonna need some crossing help there. Common injury locale for an athlete in brief. That's your ACL. Yeah, that's like a ligament in your knee, right? Like Shakespeare's feet. Oh my God, this is such a hard clue. When you see a clue with a question mark at the end of it like this, that means it's wordplay. They've been giving us some sort of unindicated wordplay here. I feel like some of these are almost wordplay, but this is an official wordplay clue. And it's super tricky because feet is something in poetry. It's like a measurement of the like syllables. So in Shakespeare, he used a lot of iambic pentameter, which is just like how the emphasis on the syllables happen, I believe. But yeah, that's a very tricky clue. It's not about his literal feet. It's about the feet in his poetry. Very, very tricky. Yeah, still don't know that one. Batch of beer? Could that be a brew, maybe? What a bride walks down? That should be the aisle. The who's blank see for miles. Is it I can see for miles? Ai Weiwei, yeah. You know what? That is sounding familiar. I was thinking it was something with vowels, so I'm glad to see that. Yeah, Ai Weiwei. Okay. Excellent. All right, let's take a look at our next really long answer here. I have a feeling usually on Monday puzzles, if you get long answers like this, they're going to be part of the theme. So Curds and Whey is probably our first theme answer. Let's see what this next long one is. U.S. Naval Academy Anthem. Oh man, I have no idea. Yeah, we're going to need help on this one too. Pacific Weather Phenomenon. That should be El Nino, right? All right, maybe we can get these downs now. Nintendo controllers. Is it like Wii wands, maybe? I always called them Wii remotes, but that would be too long. So maybe they're wands? Fund as a fellowship. I think when you give to like a college, it's called an endowment, right? So that verb would be endow. Okay. Org with summer and winter games. I mean, this sounds like the Olympics, right? So maybe it's I think it's like the International Olympic Committee, I think is the name of the organization that runs the Olympics. And then look at this. I think this is looking like Anchors Away, right? I've never heard of that song, but it definitely looks plausible. And Rick Ocasek of the Cars. Yes, that sounds like a plausible first name there. Okay. Can we see anything that kind of ties these together? Way and way, right? They have the same sound, the last word, or kind of the last syllable of each long answer. Yeah, I bet we've got a weighing theme on today's puzzle. Okay. Tennis score after deuce. Man, this is another hard one. So if somebody wins a point after deuce, if it's the person that's serving, it's called add in for short. That's short for advantage in. If the other person wins, it's called advantage out. Yes, that's a little bit of arcane tennis lingo. 6 downs submarine captain. That means Jules Verne's submarine captain. And that's Nemo, right? Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. A lyric poem. That could be an ode. Neighbor of Botswana. My African geography is not that good, but just based on the letters we have in here, I'm going to go ahead and guess it's Zimbabwe. Yeah, that's a pretty plausible guess there. Part of pounds, and this is abbreviated, so our answer will be abbreviated. The things that make up pounds are ounces, right? And then grab 40 winks could be snooze. Kind of a slang term for sleeping, and snoozing is another kind of slang term for sleeping. Bergman's Casablanca co-star. That was Humphrey Bogart, right? I think it was, yeah. Islands west of Lisbon. That's Spain, right? Is it the Azores, I want to say? I think I've heard of that. Yeah, let's put that in as a guess for now. Queen Blank, pop nickname. That's Queen Bee, right? For Beyonce. Okay, breakup song by Fleetwood Mac. I think that's Go Your Own Way, right? So it's not wands. Okay, that's good to know. Go your own way. Okay, there's our last way. Way, way, and way. Oh, you know what's great? There's 2 more theme answers. I just noticed because of I Weiwei. That's a different way. And Zimbabwe is a different way. Look at that. So we've got 5 theme answers. Oh, that's really good theme density. Very nice. Sometimes you only get 3 or 4. So getting 5, that's excellent. Yeah. I mean, these are kind of, I don't know, does it count as cheating because they're parts of like proper nouns? I don't think so. I think it's fine. Yeah, that's great. All right. Energy alternative to wind could be solar. In the loop could be aware. If you're in a loop, you're aware of something. Took a rest or a test. I guess that could be sat because you sit for a test, right? And you could also sit if you need to take a rest. Okay. It's a little tricky. Be in debt could be O. What do we have here? Messages that may include emojis. That's got to be texts, right? So what is this? Not strict as lax. Yep, that's good. Southern soup ingredient. That's probably okra, right? For like gumbo. Operating system developed at Bell Labs. That's a Unix book. Yep. All right. Shoelace annoyance. I guess that's a knot. Not the knot you tie intentionally, but I guess one that knots unintentionally. Tilt-a-whirl, e.g. That's a ride, right? Like a carnival. Okay. X and Y on a graph. Those are both an axis on a graph. But I wonder if they're asking for plural. Axis plural, which would be axes. Because they're asking for two of them, right? Let's see if that's right. Wear down bit by bit is a road. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little tricky there. You gotta be really careful about your pluralization. It has to match the clue. Okay, so these are Wiimotes. Okay, I was thinking it was Wii remotes, but they kind of made a portmanteau, right? Where they smash the two words together. Okay, so that would make this emo. Music genre for Weezer or Fall Out Boy. Is Weezer emo? I guess maybe they're on the edge. Okay. And then what is this? Driver's license, e.g. in brief. I guess that would be an ID card. Eddying. An eddy is kind of like a swirl in the water, right? Kind of like in an ocean current. So maybe it's a swirl. Like if something is eddying, if the water is eddying, it is a swirl. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen this word before, but a lot of words on crosswords, they'll come up with a word that starts with A like that. This is not an uncommon thing to see. Okay, stood on its hind legs as a horse. That could be reared, right? Place to be pampered should be a day spa. Then what does that give us here? Follower of red or dead. Yes, Red Sea or Dead Sea are both C's. Okay. Snooty manners could be airs. If you hear of someone putting on airs, they're being snooty. Get ready as for surgery. That should be prep. And then this is looking like Alda. Alan Alda? Yep. MASH co-star Alan. And he was also on The West Wing, as we learned yesterday. Okay, so that means this is Napa, California Vineyard Valley. Yep, that sounds right to me. All right, let's see if that does it for us. Nice. Okay. A little bit of a longer Monday time, but I think we were taking some extra time to go over some crossword strategies, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, like I was saying, this is a very solid Monday theme. It's just 5 different ways to pronounce way, and it's all the last syllable of our theme answers. I do think this was maybe a trickier Monday puzzle than is usual. A lot of these, especially up at the top, there was some kind of tricky, almost wordplay. Piece of the pie, I don't know. Like this one, something you can always count on for abacus. That's almost a wordplay clue. Yeah. But anyway, I kind of still like the challenge. And there wasn't a ton of proper names either, which I kind of always like to see. Ai Weiwei is one, but he kind of has to be because he's part of the theme. So, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoyed solving it along with me. I'm going to be coming back at you tomorrow for the Tuesday puzzle, and I think that's going to do it for now. All right. I'll see you next time.